that's kind of like where we would end up going with it.
End up going.
Exactly.
Yes.
So once we
Yes.
know the exact journey, like I'm trying
Yes.
to automate it. I'm trying to give you the customer journey
Yes.
and be able to do each work center individually. But
Yes.
we do the platform, the architecture, the hosting, the branding, but it's
Yes.
all architectural.
Yeah, got it. Got it. No, that totally makes
But that's
sense.
why we have to be kind of a part of all of these meetings in a cohort, because
Yes.
we're not looking to take over operations. We're looking
Correct.
to give you the actual, a way of business that you want to do. And then this is the way that the city is going, and they're starting to get into retail models and so forth. So go ahead and develop your ETP class. Instead of 12 weeks, make it 3.
Right.
There's a 3-week entry for everybody, and if you don't have an idea, concept, and workflow to go into a one of these cohort classes, you're not ready.
Right.
So,
Right.
and in that next 8 weeks or whatever, you're filling out documentation, permits.
Yes.
You're meeting, your 8-week class, who's teaching it, the guy from the health department is coming in and telling you what you would need, and code, or it's just some intern from that office, to give. But that's where you can go to all these now city departments and have them teaching these courses, or have new people at their facilities. And then, this just becomes a So what A Cool Nerd, essentially becomes is platform development and corporate
Yes.
training methodology.
Yes.
So we host it, we develop it, we can help you with the strategy, and then our implementation is we can come in and leave, because we are looking to optimize your workflow per what you're already doing and help you centralize operations to maximize your dollar. And then the management is dynamic. Do you want us to manage it, or do you want to, we talk about these things up front, and then we know how to properly develop it. So, we've had internal conversations, but it's also, knowing what the external wants, and then knowing how to play the game, as in, okay, we're not going to take this from you. We're just looking to build it in one way, because it looks like 3 of you are trying to focus on this right now, but none of you are talking to each other.
Right.
Icon is redoing their website, MCS is redoing their website, and Icon's updating it, on the daily, and VEDC is redoing their website. But none of them are talking to each other, and I've had 2 separate conversations with 2 of them about working for them. And I just saw that MCS is hiring a research and development assistant. I bet if I called over there, I could get that job too. I have 4 jobs by the end of the week, and no money in my account.
And the question becomes, these extra people that they're hiring, is it even necessary, right?
It is and it isn't. It's like,
Okay.
It is because they have numbers to hit, so they feel that they have to spend a little more to justify taking $500,000 from you and just giving you an Excel report.
Yes.
But this system is going to change that. It's going to become accountable. You are going to have, like, if someone doesn't make it through a class, at the end of the month, you guys are going to get a report that says 80 people started the class. You sent 50 of them online. Well, of those 50 online, only 20% actually completed the course. And there's quizzes and everything within the learning management. So I have all of that already kind of ready. I just didn't know how deep. I did develop one quiz, but it's like, it's ready to go. Let's see on the now that you're logged in, you see where it says business source up top next to my sites. Scroll over that and then click view site.
My sites. Okay, click on my sites.
No. Scroll over business source, and then it says view site.
Let's see. Scroll. Okay, there it is. Oops. Hold on. View site. Visit site. You mean?
Yeah, visit site. Sorry.
Okay. No problem.
And then you're going to go back to, scroll down, and you'll go back to developing mobile apps. You'll go ahead and go into the course.
Scroll down, developing mobile apps. Okay. Waiting for it to navigate me in. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now it says development and testing. Go ahead and click the plus sign.
Bear with me. Looking for developing and testing. Where is developing and testing?
Scroll down quite a bit. It's under course curriculum.
Quite a bit. Okay, course by instructor.
Course by instructor.
Yeah,
How do you always get to course by instructor? I don't know. Course curriculum. We're on the business. I mean, we're on the developing mobile apps page, so it should say. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because up top, where I am, businesssourcela.org/members/.
Yeah, no. You always click the wrong thing. You click Business Source LA. You got to click Developing Mobile Apps. You keep going to the course teacher profile. So go back one.
Is that what I want to be when I grow up? Is that what's going on here, Keith?
Oh man, see, this, and now you're finding out why I can't teach people and why I need contracts with computers. Because
right.
I don't even want to say it out loud. It'll be bad juju. You can hear it. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start over. I went back one page. I'm looking at 4 tiles. I'm seeing online and offline, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm looking at. Where should I have navigated from this point?
So you're going to developing mobile apps, but you're going to click on developing mobile apps, not click on Business Source LA.
Now, so click on the word. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's 2 different functionalities. It's because naturally, not all of them will say Business Source LA. They'll have the instructor's name, and then you'd be able to click his name and see all the courses that he teaches.
Mm-hmm.
Or they would actually be sectioned off, so like it wouldn't just say courses. It would be, I could put them by. There's a lot of different ways, but
sure.
Yeah. So come down to section 2 where it says development and testing, and click the plus sign.
Okay.
And then you should see course quiz.
The course quiz? Yep.
Yes. Click the course quiz.
Okay.
Instructions for taking a quiz. So to your right now, you should see start quiz. But as you can see, I kind of just put the instructions in here. There's multiple choice. There's true, false, one word, easy answer. There's a lot of different form types. So go ahead and press.
Now here's what's happened. Mm-hmm. Keith, when I clicked into the thing, it says time remaining ended. And it says main sections, question 1, 2, 3, just to give you an idea where I am. And it says checking your answers at the top is what it says.
You know why? It's because I took the quiz on that profile last night.
Okay, so at least you know where I am, and I can see what the experience would be like.
Well, darn it. Oh, man. All right, hold on one second. Let me...
no problem.
Let me see if I can reset that course for you.
Okay.
Okay, learning management, all quizzes. Oops. Let's see. Course quiz. Okay. Well, it seems. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken it on there. But essentially, I mean, you get the idea. There would be a quiz here, and there's different kinds of questions. One was multiple choice, one was check, one was fill and answer, or it could just be you have, 3 days to fill out these 10 documents. So it could, instead of a course, be an assignment. And each one of those would be a PDF. Fill this PDF out and submit it.
Excellent.
So from here, it's really what do I need to get to you to, again, now it's kind of on you. Where do we go from here? What are my next steps?
So, question for you, Keith. Loving this idea, and I had an old school consultant say to me, be careful about automating everything because then you take away the individualized experience, the interaction and the relationship building with the user. If they do everything online, you really don't know who they are. And my question for you, when we do questions like that, so it sounds like we could actually set it up that says, okay, guys, look, you've worked with clients, you know where the hiccups are going to be, or triggers. So you want to do questioning that says, do you understand the material, and then trigger to a need. Now that you understand the material, you completed the course, do you realize you need this? Either another course, you need a one-on-one consulting. Is that something that they would think about how to develop that?
So, exactly. In order not to get into too much logic, because we're not a huge company, what I'm developing now is more of a simple journey of A to B based on the top line goals of the scope of work. As in, we have pre-startups, and we're, here's our end, and this is what we're, here's our goals for that. So we're looking to get 100 pre-startup classes. We want to get this information from these people, and then we would automate the workflow. But again, as you saw, we're not automating the experience. So for example, if it's an elderly individual, and you want to put the needs, when you're doing the intake, it allows you to look at every location and then also call there. And you have online or on, or on site. You have the option. So actually go back to the website real quick, and next to courses, it says pages. So online, offline courses, free courses, paid courses, private courses, apply for courses, and course codes. So this is where it's like, okay, we're doing a retail campaign. So we'd send out that, and then you would apply for it. So 50 people would apply. We would all do the intake online, and then there may be on-site assessments per the area that it's being done in, to make sure that you fit to a demographic. But I don't know what that demographic may be, or what the particulars of, okay, UBS is giving us a program and they're looking for this. So that would be per the individual center.
Okay.
So we're not automating the experience. We are allowing the experience to be digital, and self-paced, so the individual can also they can do it on their own pace and kind of feel comfortable moving forward without the hiccups of not knowing what to ask. So if you don't know what to ask and you're talking to a computer, you can always move forward. With a person, you might feel embarrassed. So
keep that speak in mind, because part of what I understand what you're talking about, and I want the rest of the audience that needs to help make those decisions hear you say that, so it'll trigger in their mind the same thing it triggered in mine. Okay, what is my region like? What do I know? Because like East LA, Ruth in West Valley says to me, 60% of our clients are bilingual. So we have produced information in Spanish, so we can talk to them, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, okay. So as a program director, she already knows her experience in her area. She knows what her audience likes. So with you, or audience needs. So when you triggered those comments to me, it made me immediately think about each center or program director should have an idea of their clientele and know how to answer that question for you when you say, so what do you need this to do?
So essentially on that line, that's what kind of comes from some of the minimal discovery, because I'm trying not to be biased or stereotypical per what I'm seeing online. But, PACE, they're running a Filipino program. Labarrio, they're running a Latino. We can address all of those. But again, our architecture is to allow you to be ubiquitous in your intake, but individual or unique in your approach.
Very important.
And that's why when I talk to you about our training model, it's online and on site, as in our online model is all the ways that you collect information in Salesforce and how you train your employees will kind of be online. You'll go to, acoolwebsite.com or, Business Source. You'll have a place to go do your internal training, and we will kind of license that. We'll build it for you, but that's stuff that we're building for you. Then your individual centers, that's where our on-site will go into each one. We know you're using WordPress. So instead of you guys, you know, you finding icons and let's all